Hi, this is Zan101 here with Tuck Hog doing a dual commentary of an old Pro League game, the Shinhan Pro League, played between STX Seoul and KTF Magic NS. The players we have today are July Zerg for STX Seoul and Tempest. The map is near Harmony, and this should be. I'm actually going to say this is going to be a fairly quick match. Just looking at the stats for all this, near Harmony is a very, very strongly Zerg favoured map, mainly due to the double choke that leads to the natural, which makes it very vulnerable to early Ling and Hydra attacks. And of course, it's July Zerg, who's very good with these Lings and is very good against Protoss. What are your thoughts, Tuck Hog?
I completely agree. I think that I do believe that this will be over quite shortly. I'm not wanting to be biased towards July, but I think that given the statistics, the map selection, I think that it's very July favoured.
Looks like we have July Zerg starting in the top right here as the Zerg player. It'll be interesting to see what he chooses to go. July Zerg tends to not like to play the standard sort of builds. I mean, he definitely can. He has brilliant mechanics, but I mean, he really does like mixing it up quite a bit. I think it's definitely up to Tempest to do something pretty special to win this match. To be honest, I can't see him playing standard on this map and against July Zerg and winning. Any predictions for builds, Tuck Hog?
I think we'll see a relatively quick Ling harass, and then I think followed up by quick fast muters, give July map control, deny Tempest any third or fourth expansions, and I think we'll just map control will win it. I think.
Definitely, I have to agree. Although I don't know if pinning July Zerg down to just one tech is an accurate prediction, because he definitely does like switching up tech a lot. He I think it was him against his set against Best in the OSL or MSL finals. I forget which one he won recently, but I think he pioneered a very modern, very strong build that Zergs have been favouring a lot lately, which is a 5 hatchery Spire build. Then you swap into Hydralisk and then straight back into Muters, and it really throws Protoss players. It's quite hard to keep up with that sort of swapping tech.
And it looks like July will be scouting in the right direction, sending his Overlord straight down.
As will Tempest. It looks like July Zerg has gone for a 12 pool build. So getting his a 12 hatchery build. Sorry. So he's getting his pool. No, looks like maybe it's an 11 pool. 12 hatchery, 11 pool. I can't actually tell from the timing. Maybe it was a 12 pool into hatchery. It's hard to say. Interesting cannon placement. I don't know. I'm not sure what the standard cannon placement is on this map, considering how hard it is to defend against these Lings. What we could see July Zerg do is kill this scout and then deny the scout from then on, and possibly go for mass Ling. That's something I've seen a few times on this map. Definitely a strong option. Looks like he's actually cancelled one cannon and changed its position. That's actually a slightly better position, because it really stops or denies Ling a bit of movement, but they still are relatively easy to surround.
I think that Tempest is willing to forego this expansion in order to keep his ramp as safe as possible. The cannons are very close to his ramp, and they're not, due to the double choke leading to the natural. The cannons don't have a single focus point, and so he has to keep them closer to his ramp than he normally would like to.
Yeah, that's a good point. It looks like July Zerg is setting up for another expansion, so he's definitely going for an early, strong macro game, which he can really afford to, considering the Protoss generally has to stay kind of close to their base at all times. Well, not at all times, but has to play a much safer game than normal, and put down more cannons due to the threat of lings. Having their front busted in by early pressure, it's a really serious threat on this map. So consequently, his gateway will be down later, which means his tech will be down later. So July Zerg can afford to play such an economic game. I'm not sure who those guys are actually.
Teammates.
Teammates of the opposing players. Looks like July Zerg is taking to Lair right now, so I think might be seeing this 5-hatch build that he made famous. Well, not really famous, but you know.
July putting that layer outside of his main, so he's not enabling Tempest to see any of his tech. So trying to keep his tech in, and looks like Tempest will actually see that layer up.
Yeah, Spire going down for July Zerg. Part of his build to get the Spire down first is to get the early Scourge out, which is a pretty effective way of dealing with the early Corsair harass and keeping the Corsair numbers low. And often he'll get +1 upgrade on the Scourge to make them that much stronger against the Corsair. Another hatchery going down now. It's a really strong build. I quite enjoy playing it and playing against it. It leads for fairly interesting games. Looks like Tempest is setting up just for your standard 4 gateway Zealot 2 Archon push.